Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Janderra. I'm Gerwin, and I can hear an echo. I think I know how to fix that actually. That should stop the echo, and hopefully, you can still hear me. So, welcome. We're going to have a game of Cashflow. Hopefully, my computer behaves itself. And of course, I haven't turned on this music again, so we don't get to listen to all that. So we'll skip through these intros, but well, look at that. We've got no sound. That's going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, I know. Hang on.
The same important financial literacy and financial intelligence lessons my rich dad taught me. I had to find
Now I've got a problem.
to compress basically 30 years of education into one game board. So I'd like to explain why it was created and also the two main lessons you can learn from this.
And that stage. Take that off the stage. It sounds like you're getting feedback still, maybe. Sorry about the minor technical glitches. It's a challenge of running the computer and the iPad, and the fact that Cashflow doesn't like. You know, I should have done. I should have turned the music up. Cashflow doesn't like. It won't let me use the other screen for StreamYard while I am running. Oh, now what's that doing? That's not even. You can't see that at all.
Hello, my name is.
I did it again.
Now, why is that?
No restricted mode.
What
restricted mode enabled again?
Restricted mode?
Yeah, I can't hop on again.
Don't you just love technical glitches? I actually don't. They're really quite frustrating. There we go. Okay, that should work.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the graduating class. Yeah, get to work. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome to the rat race. On the rat race, you will be expected to do the same thing day after day with no hope of accomplishing anything except paying your bills, possibly. Enjoy your stay.
Hey kid, let's get you out of this rat race and onto the fast track. Hello, my name is Robert Kiyosaki. I'm the author of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and also the creator of the board game Cashflow. So I want to thank you for your interest in the board game Cashflow as well as this new electronic version of it. When I am asked why did I create this board game, I created it simply because I wanted to be able to find a way of teaching people the same important financial literacy and financial intelligence lessons my rich dad taught me. I had to find a way of compressing it, making it short, making it fun, to compress basically 30 years of education into one game board. So I'd like to explain why it was created and also the two main lessons you can learn from this game. Lesson number one is you'll learn how to be an investor. Today, all of us need to learn how to invest, especially with these flaky 401k and these risky mutual funds and the stock market going up and down. We all need to learn how to become investors. On the board game Cashflow, you will learn what very few people learn. You will learn about the 4 different levels of investor. Level number 1 is a small deal. And that's where most people should start at. As a little boy, I started investing in small real estate and small stock deals. Level 2 is the big deal. As you get more money and become more sophisticated as an investor in real life and on this board game, you do go to level 2, which is big deals. The third level is a level that the rich invest in. This is called the fast track. The 1933 Securities Exchange Act defined that only the people who are rich were allowed to invest on the fast track. You had to be a millionaire. And the fourth level is Cashflow 202, which uses the same game board to play that game. Cashflow 202 is what the sophisticated investors use. It's called technical trading, how to use insurance when you invest, how to make money when the market goes up and the market goes down. So those are the 4 basic lessons about investing you will learn by playing this game. 4 lessons that most people never even know exist. 4 levels of investing that most people have never heard about. So by playing this game, you will learn how to be an investor, you'll be introduced to the really complete world, the complete whole world of investing. That's one of the most important things you'll learn from this game. The second thing you will learn is you will learn how to use an income statement and balance sheet. In other words, you will learn to understand what accountants know. This year's income statement, this is the balance sheet. My rich dad said, if you want to be successful in the world of business and investing, you have to be financially literate. And financial literacy begins with this here. My rich dad also said that, his banker has never once asked him for his report card. His banker never asked him if he had good grades or what school he went to. He says in the real world, once you leave school, what your banker asks you for is your financial statement. So the 2 important lessons you will learn from this game are, 1 is about the 4 levels of investing, and 2, the levels of accounting. Given all the problems we've had in the stock market lately, you'll realize that many of the analysts were giving bad financial advice because the analysts could not read a financial statement. They could not see the big companies actually lying and cheating the investing public. So that's why I created the board game Cashflow. 2 main lessons. 1, the 4 levels of investing, and 2, the importance of financial literacy. Cashflow is the only game that teaches you both lessons in one game. That's the power of the game. So what my rich dad taught me, And that's why I'm excited about you taking a look at this game for yourselves.
Okay. I'm going to shut the music off because I find it a little bit annoying. Anyway, we're on for a hot seat multiplayer game. 2 players. Nobody in the stream at the moment that would like to play, and that's okay. I'll have 1 computer player. Yep. So I'm going to choose my dream. A web developer. Aha. Web designer, I should say. And Matthew likes to choose choose the jet setter as his goal, and he is a teacher. Charity, Matthew. Beauty of charity is you get to use 2 dice for 3 goes. Now I'm going to pay off my retail debt. Oops, too far. Computer player's turn. Oh, she's business manager. So everybody's got different, sorry, she's a lawyer. Everybody's got different expenses and different income and different debts. So that just makes life a little bit interesting. And it gives you a better idea too. And 2 dice, Matthew? It helps you to see that it doesn't matter where you start from, what your income is, you can still be successful if you know what you're doing. Small deal, Matthew? Watch this.
So let's get into some of the more details of actually playing the game. For example, you get on the rat race, you roll around, and land on opportunity cards. When you land on the opportunity card, you have basically 2 choices. One is a small deal and one is a big deal. Small deals are investments of $5,000 and below, and big deals are $6,000 and above. The interesting thing about this game is games actually reflect people's behavior. I'll say that again because it's important. Games actually reflect people's behavior. Like, I've seen savers just save. I've seen cheaters cheat. In the game, whatever is going on with you will come up in this game. And when it comes to the small deal and big deal, oftentimes I'll see people playing this game. They have no money. Even though they have no money, they think they have to be the John Wayne of investing, and they'll take a big deal card even though they have no money. So the beauty of this game here is you get to see their behavior. Another beautiful thing, as I said, there's four levels of investing: small deals, big deals, fast track, and then Cashflow 202. The beauty of this game is you can get rich on small deals, big deals, fast track, and 202. It makes no difference. So anyway, the funny thing about this game is I made these, generally men, they think they have to do a big deal card even though they have no money. And that's a reflection of their behavior.
It's really funny, actually. So on to your entertainment. This is share prices.
I'm often asked, what should I invest in? Before I answer that question, I'd like to go back again to the basics of financial literacy or financial intelligence. This here is an income statement and balance sheet, also called a financial statement. My poor dad was a man who thought a high-paying job or a salary was everything in life. My rich dad, on the other hand, said the asset column was more important. So my rich dad trained me to become an investor in the assets. And what he taught me was there's 3 basic types of assets that you can invest in. The reason my wife and I could retire young and retire rich is we didn't have a job. Instead, we spent our lives developing assets over here. So these are the 3 assets that are available in the world of business today or investing. One is a business. Second is real estate. Third is paper. In my opinion, the reason there are so many people, the reason there's so few business owners is because of all the asset classes. This is the toughest one It takes the most mental, emotional, and physical power to acquire. That's why guys like Bill Gates or Michael Dell, they built great big businesses. That's why they became so rich. Real estate is number two. In our real estate investment project, the 6 steps to becoming a successful real estate investor, there's more to real estate than just buying it. There's managing it, financing it. So all those 6 steps are important. The third class is paper. In my opinion, and people will debate this, the reason the masses of people are in paper assets as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, is because this is, of all the asset classes, this is the easiest one to get in, also the easiest one to get out of. It takes the least so-called financial training to acquire and manage. So right now, as you sit and look at this program right here, Rich Dad's Cash Flows game is designed to give you the fundamentals that you can make the choice for yourself, whether you want to acquire businesses, real estate, and paper. Many people say I'm a real estate person. That's inaccurate. I have businesses, real estate, and paper. And so each one all of them require some degree of financial education and financial literacy. Of all of them, though, this is the one that requires the least.
Okay, so it's Matthew, it's on to your entertainment. Today's price is 20 and the trading range is 10 to 30 and you've got $3,400. How much would you like? Or what would you like? 200? My key for you. High inflation leads to poor share prices.
Why do you say that investing isn't risky?
Well, there's always risk when you invest, but it doesn't mean you have to be risky. You don't have to be a risky investor. When you drive your car, there is risk, right?
Well, yeah,
But you don't have to be a risky driver. If you take a few lessons, practice, take it slow, you'll be a very good investor. There's always risk, but you won't be risky.
Oh, I see.
Doodads.
Probably the most exciting aspect of the rat race, and the reason so many people stay in the rat race all their lives, is this card here, doodads. Doodads are the things that make life worth living. For instance, having a nice car, nice clothes, nice watch, jewelry, going out to dinner, new stereo equipment. The problem with doodads is doodads keep most people broke. And this is why they buy doodads thinking they're assets, as it goes back to the financial statement here. In traditional accounting, you're allowed to count a doodad as an asset when it's really a liability. For example, let's say I buy a boat. Your banker will allow you to list your boat as an asset when it really is a liability. The reason people do that is because they've not been trained financially to actually read a financial statement. And many people think their house is an asset when it's really a liability. You know, when your banker says to you your house is an asset, the banker's not really lying to you. He's just not saying whose asset it is. Your house is really your bank's asset. So that's why the doodad card is so important. The way my rich dad taught me to enjoy the good things of life, because I don't believe in living frugally. I don't believe in living below my means. I don't believe in saving money. I believe first in buying assets, and then my assets will buy my doodads. That's how the rich do it. The middle class, unfortunately, and the poor, they buy doodads first and never have any money left over to buy assets. For example, a number of years ago, I wanted a new Porsche. I had $50,000 in cash on the savings line here. Instead of buying the Porsche with the cash, I went out and bought a piece of real estate. That piece of real estate then gave me the cash flow via which I could buy my Porsche. So today I have my Porsche, which is still a liability because I have upkeep on it, like insurance and repairs and tires and gasoline. But I also still have my piece of real estate, and in many ways I still have my $50,000. So the way you can buy all the doodads you want, all the wonderful toys of life, all you have to do is first buy assets first, doodad second. That's the way you get rich and enjoy the good life. I personally do not believe in living below my means, being frugal, or denying me the wonderful things that life offers me. If you want a boat, have your boat, but buy an asset first, boat second. And that's the secret to getting rich and having all the doodads you want, so you can keep up with the Joneses and pass them with cash flow.
Two dice, Matthew. My key for you. Today's price is 30. Wanting any, Matthew? 30. Matthew knows it's a bad time to buy. I wonder, did we...
I'm often asked, what should I invest in? Before I answer that question, I'd like to go back again to the basics of financial
we watched
literacy.
this one already. Oh, Matthew said pass. And I'm going to sell all mine.
Nicely done.
So I bought all mine at $5 a share and turned my $1,500 into $9,000. Now, the real stock market, as I've been learning, is a little bit more complicated than this. And in Cashflow 202, it actually goes into a little bit more information. It has more in technical trading, and you have a little stock market kicker and all that sort of thing. And I got a paycheck. And I'm going to pay off those credit cards. Oops. Clear it from the asset sheet, income statement, and asset sheet, my balance sheet. Oh, Michelle got a good deal. She's bought 1,000 shares. Two dice, Matthew.
So,
Another aspect of playing this game here is you may land on what's called the market card. When you go to the market card, you'll actually draw this. The significance of the market is that you're paying attention to the trends. It's like reading the newspapers, watching the television, and all this. The market is basically telling you market's going up or market's going down, who's buying what, and who's this. The market card on this board game is very important because if you're going to be a professional investor, you must pay attention to the market. And that's why the market card is here.
Very important. That can be a bit time consuming. That's why it can be really good to have a group of people where we all look at different aspects and share information together. Okay, for you, drug company, today's price is 30. The trading range is 5 to 40. So I might get some, actually. I'll get a few. Because it's high, but it can still go higher. But I don't want to invest too much in it. If the price was lower, I'd get more. Yeah, he didn't like that idea. Now, Michelle just made a whole heap of money in the stock market because she actually sold a heap of shares that she'd bought. Now, that one's not working. That's okay. Let's try again. Nope, not sure why that's not working. What's really nice is you can find doodads that actually pay you as well. Well, not doodads. If you can find nice things that you can then earn money out of. or if you can find something that you really enjoy doing and earn money out of that. It's actually one of the reasons I started doing a diploma in counselling, because I have a fascination in personal development, and doing counselling
That's
means
the way to
that
do it.
I can actually monetize one of my special interests, for want of a better word. Matthew's turn. Too big power? Yeah, I'm passing on that one. Not wanting the too big power, Matthew?
Hmm?
You don't want the too big power? Pay cash for your doodad, Matthew?
Mm-hmm.
Getting a new painting. Had a bit of a long day today. Good day. And I had somebody buy one of my shirts on Etsy, which was lovely. Matthew's turn. Big deal or small deal? You've got $3,000. Well, $3,400. My tea for you, today's price is $10 a share. You've got $3,400. What would you like to do?
There you go.
And I'm not selling at this price because I actually bought these ones at $20 a share. So I'm
There
not
you
buying
go.
them yet. Not selling them yet. My TPU, and look at that, the price has gone right up to $40 a share for my TPU. So I'm going to sell all those.
There you go.
Matthew, would you like to sell all yours?
Yep.
A lot of people tend to buy when the price is high and sell when the price is low, which is a really bad idea. Which is one of the things I really like about this game, because it teaches you, that helps you to understand that basic concept that you buy when it's low and sell when it's high. Tom Lee says, buy the dip. I just never know what it's going to do, but I'm definitely not buying more at $30 a share.
Nicely done.
Oh, I've got a new energy drink coming soon from Sizzle, which I'm really excited about. It's called Fire and Ice. Can't remember what flavors I got.
Downside. It shouldn't make any difference if you've invested well. Your money will be working even if you're not. I want to talk about another word, again, vocabulary, a new word that sort of crept into our society in the last 20 years. That word is downsizing. So question is, when you look at the cash flow quadrant, the employee, self-employed, or small business, business owner, investor, who does the word downsizing affect the most? And in this case, it's the employee, because the reason employees are afraid of the word downsizing is the truth of the matter is today there is no job security. And I go back to my poor dad always saying to me, go to get a safe, secure job. Well, that was a good idea in his time, but not my time. So all of a sudden, all these people who did as they were told, they went to school, have good scholastic grades or good professional grades, they're a lot of afraid now because they're not in control. So downsizing affects these people. One of the beauties of the cash flow game is even though you're downsizing, you'll soon find on the game that even if you're downsized, you're not out of the game because you're still investing. So the purpose of the cash flow game is to train you with the business skills to become business owners and investors. So keep playing this game. Even if you're downsized, you'll find out that even as an investor, you're still in the game. So downsizing only affects employees who really have no control because their boss is in control. And it affects people with 401ks, again, because they have no control of their mutual funds. So the purpose of this game is to have you not be afraid of that new word called downsizing.
And honestly, I completely relate to this because I personally have a double degree in IT and multimedia, and I've got a massive HECS debt or student debt to actually show for it. But because of multiple car accidents, I actually can't work in the industry. So having that student loan is pretty useless, aside from it means I know how to use a computer and I know how to figure out how it works. But I can't work in the industry. So I've got massive debt and it's not earning me any money. Well, I use a bit of it to do my YouTube channel and a bit to do other things, but you don't need an IT degree. You don't need an IT degree to do what I'm doing. You really don't. It's really quite simple. A lot of people do a lot more than I do and they don't have an IT degree. I find it a bit frustrating actually. Widget company.
Another aspect of playing this game here is you may land on what's called the market card. When you go to the market card, you'll actually draw this. The significance of the market is that you're paying attention to the trends. It's like reading the newspapers, watching the television, and all this. The market is basically telling you market's going up or market's going down, who's buying what, and who's this. The market card on this board game is very important because if you're going to be a professional investor, you must pay attention to the market. And that's why the market card is here.
I think we already listened to that one actually. Michelle's doing well. She's getting closer and closer. Matthew's still downsized. And now I'm downsized too. Do you want to take it? Today's price is 20. Matthew, you bought onto you at $20 a share, and it is $20 a share. I'm assuming you're holding. Matthew's turn. Okay. Oh dear. I've been getting up a lot earlier in the mornings, and I think it's catching up on me. And because my teeth are still at the dentist getting repaired, I'm not able to eat as much as I probably really need to be. And I had a really big day today. Got to go to the women in business networking thing, coffee grounds, meeting in Lockyer Valley this morning, and it was lovely. I met some really nice ladies. Caught up with another homesteader, which is awesome. I'm actually going to go to her place on Friday, all things being equal, and help her process some chickens. It's just been a long time. Yeah, I think I will. I could have gotten a big deal. I will. Oh, that's asking me if I want to sell them. No, I don't want to sell them. It's always important to make sure you read your cards and don't get distracted like I was. Matthew, you've got 10,000 on hand. Do you like big deal or small deal? Excellent 2-1 condo. Extras is
My real estate broker says the value of the property will go up in value.
-24%.
What do you think?
Well, ask your real estate broker if they have a crystal ball. Always remember that your profit is made when you buy, not when you sell.
But I'm spending money in buying, so how does that work? Making a profit when I'm spending money?
Do you hope the investment will go up in value?
Well, yeah, that's why I'm spending money, I think.
Well, you should never expect the price of anything to go up in order to make a profit. A piece of real estate needs to be profitable when you buy it, the same as a stock needs to be paying a dividend when you buy it. Never expect the thing to go up in value. That's gambling.
I'm taking a bit of a risk on this one by taking out a loan that's a little bit bigger than I would like.
Good job. You can always pay off the bank loan later.
Generally speaking, I wouldn't take out a loan that size, but that one was actually a particularly good deal. And I had enough cash flow to be able to cover it too. And I'll pay that off reasonably quickly. Maybe. Doodads. Had to get a doodad. Repaint the house. At least I still have the cash for it. Oh, actually, no, that wasn't mine. That was Michelle's. Matthew's turn. Downsized. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of downsizes happening this game. Every game is different. It's fascinating. Well, it makes it kind of interesting having it different. It'd be a bit boring if it was the same every game.
Nicely done.
Oh, now this is interesting. So I've just started a network marketing company, and part of the reason why I did that was I have a lot of significant health conditions at the moment, and I can't go and get a job, and I have large student debt. Not that I have to pay that at the moment, but I'm also found myself in a position where I'm single again and I haven't got much of an income. I'm stuck on Social Security, and I'm a full-time carer, so going and getting a job isn't really an option. So I need to do something that I can do from home and in my spare time. Not that I have a great deal because I'm a full-time carer for my 2 boys who I also homeschool. I'm also a carer for my mum who's just recently broken her hip. I also have Graves' disease, so I have a lot of illnesses myself as well as I'm autistic. So I have a few challenges, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I have multiple different streams of income. One of them is I'm a YouTube creator, as you would be aware. And I do have, my channel is monetized, so I do get a small income from YouTube. I also have a print on demand business where I make shirt designs. I haven't made any for a while, although the lovely lady I met this morning who has the homestead has some fantastic ideas for t-shirts. So I may have some more designs coming out in the near future. So yes, and so I can't just go and get a job and trade time for money. I don't have that option. But I can talk to people about products that I love, that I found benefit from, that may help them. And the company will pay me commission to do so. And I can help other people do the same thing. So yeah, so let's have a listen to what Robert Kiyosaki says about network marketing.
Another aspect of playing this game here is you may land on what's called the market card. When you go to the market card, you'll actually draw this. The significance of the market is that you're paying attention to the trends. It's like reading it.
My apologies, we've watched that one before. At the end of the game, I'll show you a video with what Robert says about network marketing. I don't think I can access it from here. I might be able to. So network marketing company can be a great way to start a part-time business for a reasonable fee. You may buy into an existing system and immediately start building your business. By buying into a network marketing, a new distributor can focus all their efforts in building their business through sharing an automated business opportunity instead of worrying about all the normal startup headaches. So yeah, all sorts of interesting things in the help section. Now, how do I get out of here? Oh, there it is, close. So yes. I've been very reluctant to get back into network marketing because I just haven't had the time and I haven't had the company that I believe in to actually be able to do it with. And now I have found a company that I know the people that make the products. I've known them for a very long time. Okay, 38% ROI. As much as that's an okay price, I don't think I'm going to worry about it. It's not that great a deal. See, that the company I've linked in with Sizzle, they have a fantastic range of products. And I'm actually getting really good benefits from them. And I really like them. Like, it was such a delight having a shower the other day. The shampoo and the conditioner was just beautiful. My hair felt so light and so soft. And my psoriasis has cleared up. I've got an autoimmune disease, and when you've got one autoimmune disease, it usually has friends. And one friend that mine had accumulated was I had psoriasis, which is when your immune system attacks your scalp, which is incredibly itchy. Oh my goodness, I love this dollar share. Love that. That is a fantastic opportunity. I have actually been known to borrow large amounts of money to do that one. I've been playing this game for many, many years. And I've actually only just found a way to actually implement some of the skills that I've been learning. Reverse split. Oh, that's not so nice. I just lost half my shares. But it's not tragic. It's not tragic. It's not ideal, but it's not tragic. Because it's not just any old flighty company. You've got 9,000. Matthew, would you like big or small deal?
No.
Okay, for you, company just did a reverse split. I got them too. Oh well. Not to worry. Certificate of deposit. Pass on that. You passing on that one, Matthew? Certificate of deposit?
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of that deal. Yeah, I'm so excited that the psoriasis cleared up. And I was using, Matthew, you going to pay cash for your doodad? Shopping spree. I was using products that were dermatologically tested. I was using products that were supposedly safe. But changing over to the Sizzle shampoo, it's just really, really lovely. I know it sounds like a silly thing, but if you could get paid a couple of dollars for every time I bought a bottle of shampoo over the rest of my life, that would be a good deal. My TPU trading range is $5. I am going to buy some more. Oops. Too many. Didn't mean to get that many. Actually. Oh, it'll do. Brain's not quite kicking in. That's okay. I was going to pay off some of my debt and I forgot. Oh well. Pay off some of my loans. Baby! Matthew had a baby. Guess that makes me a grandma. And I'm going to sell all that because that's the top of the trading range. It's not a huge amount, but it does give me some money to pay off some of those loans. Matthew's turn. Big deal or small deal? You've got $12,000. House for sale, 38% ROI, $65,000 is your cost. Down payment's $5,000, cash flow is $160,000. Yeah, buy.
Is it a positive cash flow?
Yep, positive 160.
Sure.
He likes the bottom line.
Nicely done.
Just stick to the bottom line. Stick to the facts. Give me the details. Baby. The KPU company is today $1. Shell bought 5,000 shares. It's a good deal. Nah, you got downsized. You want to sell your 3-2 house, Matthew? You're offered 65,000 for it. That would really not be a good thing. You paid 65,000 for it.
And
Just because somebody wants to buy something you've got doesn't mean you should sell it. It's definitely a good choice, Matthew. Woohoo! Get to start my direct marketing company. The thing I really like about this is if I'm in a job and I want to earn an extra couple of $100 a week, I got to go to the boss and apply for a raise, and chances are you're not going to get it. Unless you're really good at proving why you're worth paying more than that. Now with direct marketing, I get to choose if I get a pay rise by simply choosing to go talk to more people. It's not going to happen overnight. You might need to market to people for a long time before they decide to buy. That's why you drip feed them. Give people a chance to decide they want to do something. Hold some regular parties so that people can come and experience the products. Try before they buy. And not everybody's ready to buy straight away. They may have just bought a whole heap of personal care products and home care products. They don't need anything at the moment. So you wait until they do need it, and you keep following up because the fortune is in the follow-up. Making sure you check in with people, see where they're at, see what they want to do. And just build community. Just be friendly, be kind. Look at what the other person wants, not what you want. Matthew, you want to pay cash for your due date? It's $220. $2. I'm going to do a small deal. Grow view, press, pass on deal. I'm going to pay off some of those loans.
Good job.
And the advantage of that is I can pay off some loans and it increases my income straight away. So even if I don't get a really good investment, that's okay. I can still increase my income by paying off some of that good debt. It's not consumer debt. That's your credit card. Big deal or small deal, Matthew? You got 5,650. Small deal for Matthew today. Okay for you. Today's price is $10 a share. What would you like? You can get 500. You can get 560 actually. Technically, you can get 565.
I would have bought that one too.
Big or small deal, Matthew?
Small.
2-1 condo for sale, 24% ROI. Mace cost is $50,000. Down payment's $5,000. Cash flow is 100. Positive 100. Down pays 5,000. You do need to borrow 1,000 to be able to get it though.
Sure.
Which the cash flow from that one will actually counteract the bank loan anyway. Cash flow goes into income. Bank loan is a liability. Bank payment assets. Auto sum. Two dice. Roll your dice.
Nicely done.
Matthew had another baby. Which just means he needs to earn more, have more passive income. And that's okay. One thing this game really helps me to learn is to overcome the fear of missing out, because there's always going to be another deal. There's always going to be another opportunity. Now, I could actually sell my shares at that price. Oh, no, sorry. Let's buy. I don't know what I'm looking at, because my shares I bought were a lot lower than that. I am going to get some shares.
Congratulations. That was a good deal.
Matthew, I'm assuming you don't want to sell your shares at $10 a share? Because you bought them at $10 a share, so that would be a waste of time. Extra clicking for no reason. Matthew, big deal, small deal? You've got $1,600. Small deal?
Yep.
Grow for us. Today's price is $10 a share. Trading range 10 to 30. You've got $1,600. What would you like?
Um,
160?
100.
100?
Congratulations. That was a good deal.
I mean, in the real stock market, you don't actually know for sure what the trading range is. And you don't know if there's going to be some sort of massive disaster that's going to make the price plummet further. In this game we do. Well, you can still have reverse splits, etc. Oops.
I don't know. Taking out loans and borrowing money seems kind of dangerous.
I
Borrowing
didn't
money
mean to
isn't
borrow that
dangerous.
much.
It's what you do with the money that's dangerous. Always
That was a
remember, there's
mistake.
good debt and bad debt. Good debt makes you rich, and bad debt makes you poor. Unfortunately, most people invest in bad debt, and that's why they're poor.
I meant to only get 140, not 14,000.
1,000.
I got 14,000 accidentally. Or was it 1,400? How much did I get? I don't know how much I got now, but that's. No, you don't want to sell at that. Oh, good grief. That was. I bought 1,500 shares. I meant to only get 150. Ah, whoops. I may have just shot myself in the foot.
So you're gonna get 9 per paycheck now.
Yeah, that was a dodgy button click. Dodgy button click. Oh dear. Pay cash, Matthew, for a $100 fishing rod.
Yeah.
$2. Even if I can. Oh, jeez, I can't believe that happened. Oh, please let it be the onto you. Let it to be one of the. Ah. Matthew, I've got a 52% ROI, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. Cost is $40,000. Down pay's $5,000. Cash flow is $220. Would you like to buy it for $500?
How much money do you want that?
You only have $500, so you don't have the money to do it. Oh, she doesn't either. But I'm going to see if she would buy it. She might just take out a bank loan for it. Nope, she didn't. Try auctioning it. Nope, didn't work. Oh well, pass on deal.
Be careful with real estate. Tenants could damage your property.
And they can
That's
actually.
correct, but that's what you have insurance for. And don't worry about the tenants or what they could do. You need to focus on those rent checks coming in every month. If you have good property managers, that problem won't happen anyway.
Note the good property managers are really important. And it's not always easy to know if you've got good property managers. Matthew, would you like the direct to you company? You might.
Yes.
You're going to pass?
I said yes.
Oh, yes, sorry. You said yes. Now, one thing that is important to learn is to actually how to identify a good network marketing company, because there's hundreds of thousands of them out there. And being able to identify a good one that you're going to be able to build a long-term residual income with is really, really important. And I've got a video. We're actually going to that. Oh, Hey, Peter. Sorry I didn't see you there. I haven't really been paying attention. Oh, no. YouTube's taken his monetization away from me and say that I don't meet the requirements. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, Peter. Oh no, that's disappointing. Now, see, that's actually why it's really important to be able to evaluate a company and see whether or not it's actually a good thing to be doing. I'm so sorry I didn't see you there, Peter. I'm a bit tired tonight. It's been a long day. Another kid needs braces. I did not know that could happen, that YouTube could just take away your monetization like that. That would be really disappointing. YouTube version of downsized. That kind of sucks. That really sucks, that does. It takes so long to get your monetization. You've got to have something like, I think it's 400,000 public watch hours in 12 months, plus over 1,000 subscribers. And you've got to be careful what you upload because they don't always like it. They don't have those shares. Drat. Matthew, your
Good job.
grow for us has gone to $40 a share. Would you like to sell it all? Nicely done. Charity, Matthew?
Nicely done.
It's the wrong share prices keep coming up. I still can't believe I bought 1,100 of those. Oh, goodness. Gotta be really careful on what you click. Big or small deal, Matthew? You got 5,700. Certificate of deposit. We'll pass on that.
There you go.
Baby. Uh-oh. I now have negative cash flow. That's not good.
So if you don't pay out the stuff you lose.
I've got 680 cash on hand. Please, please, please. Oh no, wrong shares. Oh, be very careful to make sure you click the right button. Don't hit too many zeros. Always check before you hit submit. Oh dear. Small deal, Matthew.
Yep.
You find a great deal. 150% ROIs. May sell for 65 to 135,000. Down payment is only 2,000. Cash flow is 250. One of my favorite deals.
Sure.
That deal could have gotten me out of trouble.
Good job.
Could have got me out of a lot of trouble. And it hasn't because Matthew got it. I'm really grateful and glad that Matthew got it, but oh dear. Opportunity. Oh no, too dad. Oh no. Pay cash. Oh no. My cash is rapidly decreasing. Oh dear. Two dice for Matthew. Small deal. No, we'll pass on that.
Nicely done.
Shares, going up, shares. On to you. Today's price is $10 a share, which is what I bought it for. And that's okay. I'm totally good with that. I'm not going to sell all of them. but I am going to sell a decent chunk of them. Anyway, I should have paid off the loans while I had the chance.
That's the way to do it.
And paying off those loans before I roll my dice. I mean, I still got a heap of loans there, but that'll at least get me so that I get positive cash flow at least. Actually, I had meant to pay off a little bit more than that. I will buy that one. And I'm going to pay off some more bank loans. I had meant to pay off 10,000, but accidentally hit only 1,000. Be nice if some of those other shares made some money. $50 a share. That's what I'm waiting for.
Good job.
That sorts me out. Matthew, your OK for you shares have just gone to $50 a share. 50. I'm assuming you want to sell all?
No, of course I don't.
Of course he does.
Good job.
It's important to know when to take profit. And Michelle has just gotten out of the rat race. It's usually a lot harder for the lawyer to get out of the rat race than that. She's done well. Matthew's going to do 2 dice. I'm going to pay off some more loans. That may actually get me out of the rat race. No, not quite. That was lucky. That was not skill. That was pure luck. I made a mistake. And I was lucky. My investments paid off. Matthew, you offered $90,000 for your 3-2 house. You paid $65,000 and $50,000 for it. Would you like to sell them or would you like to hold?
So,
Sell? The tricky part is spotting which loan it is that you're selling. mortgage is 60,000. That one. That's nice. Yeah, Matthew and I have got a little bit of money in our account. You pass on that one.
Nicely done.
Matthew, you've got 95,000. Would you like a big deal?
Yep.
Apartment house for sale, 24 unit, all the buildings, 67% ROI. Down pays 50,000, cash flows 2,800.
Yep.
That will get you
Good
out of that
job.
race. The only one left in the rat race now. And I will buy that opportunity. Need to bank loan, but it's still a good deal.
Good job. You can almost pay off the bank loan later.
Oops. And I believe that got me out of the rat race too. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing. Have a go. Matthew, you want to do charity? So you can do 1, 2, or 3 dice. Oh, divorced. Lose all your money. 1, 2, or 3 dice. Matthew, you're 2 squares away from your stream.
1.
And you roll a 5. Pass on Dream, Canes Film Festival.
So let's start the game. The first step is to choose your dream. People say, well, why is choosing your dream the first step? Because it's the reason you want to play this game. You see, I know so many people who don't go for their dreams simply because they say, oh, I don't have the money, or they think they can't afford it, or they don't have the education. One of the reasons for playing this game over and over and over again is, number one, to open up your mind and then give you new ways of thinking, the fundamental basic education, so that you can invest wisely regardless of how much money you have, and then have the money to buy your dreams. And so dreams are very, very important. In other words, why live life if you don't have your dreams? So the very first step is choose your dream. That's a very important first step, because that's where you always start, with the end in mind. You always start with your dream and work backwards. That's what your first step is. Choose your dream.
Three dice, Matthew. Research Center for Cancer and AIDS dream. I kind of know what Matthew's going to say to those. Three dice, Matthew. Matthew's turn. Three dice, Matthew. Burger franchise, 9,500 month-on-month cash flow. Yes?
I would have bought that one too.
That's the second time I've landed on that one. $16 squares to your dream. 1, 2, or 3 dice, Matthew. $16 squares.
2.
Chicken franchise, 10,000 down, 40% cash return. So you get out, you finish the game and win the game by increasing your monthly cash flow by.
I rolled a 16. I thought you said I had 16 squares left.
You had 16 squares left.
No, I had 15 squares after that.
Oh. I wonder if the distance to the dream's not quite accurate.
No,
Oh.
it's every time.
Congratulations. That was a good deal.
I think I just won the game. I did. Look at that. Game's over. Well, thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed us playing Cashflow. So as I said before, I would play Robert's video on network marketing. Where is it? There it is.
I'm often asked, why do I recommend network marketing, especially since I'm not in the network marketing business? And like many people, early on, I had a very negative or closed-minded attitude toward network marketing. But I've changed my mind. I've opened up the way that I think, and I've looked at the network marketing industry, and I find some things that are extremely beneficial, especially for people who are looking to make some changes from the E and the S over to the right side of the quadrant. One of the beauties of network marketing, it actually teaches you the mental, emotional, and technical skills to be in the B quadrant. Because somebody in network marketing has the potential of building a system with over 500 people in it, plus unlimited income. The thing that network marketing teaches you is the most important skill in the B quadrant is the ability to sell. One of the reasons I worked for the Xerox Corporation when I got out of the Marine Corps was to learn how to sell. My rich dad said, if you're going to be in the business quadrant and become big business, you must learn how to sell or communicate to employees, to specialists, to investors to raise capital, as well as to my customers. So communication or sales skills are essential for somebody in the B quadrant. And the network marketing industry, not all of them, but some of them have excellent training programs to teach you how to communicate, how to build businesses. The other thing that's beautiful about the network marketing industry, it teaches you self-confidence. Because the reason many people are not good at the B quadrant is they're afraid of rejection. And network marketing teaches you to handle your own fears, overcome your fear of rejection and build that self-confidence. And that's essential for the B quadrant. Also, it gives you time. In the real world, when I worked for Xerox as an employee for 4 years, if I didn't sell, I was fired. The beauty of network marketing industry is they'll work with you. You can take as much time as you like to develop those skills. As your skills increase, so does your income. Take 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. It takes time to develop those skills. The network marketing industry gives you education and the time to build that self-confidence. Once you have your business up, the reason the cash flow game is so important, and you have all this excess money coming from your business, then you can invest your money into real estate and stocks and bonds. And that's what the cash flow game teaches you how to do, is how to be a successful, proficient investor, especially an investor on the fast track. The fast track is where the rich invest. So the beauty of network marketing works really hand in hand. It builds you up, teaches you how to increase your income, builds your self-confidence, and then the cash flow game teaches you how to invest. And that's why I recommend network marketing, and that's why I work hand in hand with so many of those businesses.
So I hope you found that interesting. So one thing that is really, really important when it comes to network marketing is actually knowing how to evaluate a good company. And a lot of people have no idea how to do that. And honestly, that's completely understandable. We're not taught generally in the school system how to evaluate a business. We're just not taught. It's just not something that we're taught. We're taught how to go to school, get a good job. Maybe we're taught how to do some basic business principles and other things like that. Or you might do accounting. So again, you're still learning how to be an employee or potentially how to run your own business, but you're not really taught how to run a business. You can do certificate for in small business. You can do any kind of business courses, and they can be really helpful, but it's not necessarily going to show you how to identify a good network marketing company. And my mentor in the company that I was with 21 years ago actually had a list of 12 keys to finding a good network marketing company that actually apply to most businesses, really, except for like if you're starting your own business, you're not going to be able to actually buy a business. You're not going to be able to start a business that's 10 years old because you're starting a startup, unless you're buying a business that somebody else has already been running. So one of the first things in choosing the network marketing company you're going to build with is the company 10 years old and financially stable? Now, this is really important because statistically speaking, traditional businesses, network marketing or traditional business, 95% of those businesses fail in the first 5 years. Some people choose to get franchises to offset that risk because they're getting, and the beauty of franchise is, and why people would actually pay for a franchise rather than a startup, is they've got a system that's a proven system and they've got support. They're not on their own. Now, that's one of the advantages of network marketing is there is support in place and you're not in business on your own. And if you've found a good team, there's a good system to actually work with. So point number 2 is, does the company invest in research and development? So to answer these 2 questions, the company I've chosen to affiliate with was founded in 2006 and it is completely debt-free and family-owned. It is also a research and development company that researches the research and finds safe, effective products that actually help people. Are the products consumable? So there's a lot of network marketing companies out there for linen and for water filters and for you name it, they've got it. There's so many different companies out there that sell so many different things, even vacuum cleaners. But the big problem with that is people don't run out and buy it again each month. You want to be able to have a product that people are going to buy each month. The company that I am affiliated with has a range of nutritional products that are absolutely fantastic. I will leave a couple of links to some videos that I've made recently on my experience in the last 6 days with this company. I have been absolutely blown away. Now, I know I've been yawning a bit tonight, and that's partially, hang on, I'm going to swap over to, I'm going to swap over because I don't need to be, sorry, just changing my technology and what I'm doing. Just that camera again. Sorry about that. There we go. So I've recently made a video on my experience with the personal care products because I've been, as I said, absolutely blown away by the effects these products are having. It's been absolutely fantastic. Really, really happy with it. Really, really excited. Actually, I think that video was my response to the, I'll do that again. I'm going to put in the video. So this video is my reviewing and the response to the nutritional supplements. Sorry, I'll just type that in. So it's not just some weird link and you don't know what it's there for. And the personal care product was just absolutely beautiful. I was just so excited with this. My hair feels beautiful. It really does. It's not dry. It feels light. I don't really know how else to describe it, but it feels light and it feels silky. It's really nice. I'm really enjoying the shampoo and the conditioner. So yes, the company I'm with do that. They have a consumable product. Yes, the shampoo and conditioner actually is incredibly economical, and the bottle I've got, if it was just a single person using it, would probably last about 12 months. The nutritional products, on the other hand, I need to buy those every single month. And one of the products that I really am finding amazing benefit from is a product called Spectramax. And it is absolutely fantastic. I've just been so impressed with what it does. And I will put a link up for a video that's been done by part of my support team showing the benefits of Spectramax and how it can help you and your family. I was struggling a lot with my health before finding this, so the link is in the chat for that. And it's something that I'm going to be ordering every month. I'm going to put that on auto ship. I'm actually going to be getting the Golden Triangle of Life, which is actually 3 products, plus the Super Omega. Now, you might look at it and go, that's a lot of money to spend on nutritional products, but I've been spending more than that on products that I've gotten from multiple different companies for a very long time. The difference here is I'm getting it all from the one place. The products are all synergistically working together, and they're not working against each other. So, yeah, and I'm getting a lot of benefit. I'm not needing as much sleep. I'm waking up and actually feeling awake and alert. So, yeah, really, really pleased with the results that I'm getting. So, next, you've got other products unique and not available in normal outlets. You can't get products like what I've got with Sizzle from anywhere else other than through Sizzle. You buy it directly from the company and they ship it straight to your door, and it's available globally. It is a fantastic product. There are distributors in Canada, America, UK. There's a lot of different countries. And if you go to sizzle.net/Janderra, put that. You will be able to, if you click on the join button, it'll show you all of the details and which country is available and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, really, really pleased with it. So yes, the next thing it's got on the list here is, does the company manufacture most of its own products? And with Sizzle, yes, they manufacture and develop all of their own products. Is there a high retention rate of people? So a lot of network marketing companies, people don't understand what it takes and people don't know how to run a business. So you could have a dropout rate of around 97%-ish. That is not uncommon to have 97 out of every 100 people who join quit. And that it can be very disconcerting and disappointing for people when they start a business and you've spent so long trying to find somebody, you finally found someone and then they quit. Now I've got, well, it's not me really, I didn't develop the system. My mentor in New Ways, who after 3 years was making $25,000 per month, she developed a system with her leaders that worked, and I am now adapting that system to Sizzle because it's a very similar company, similar marketing plan, actually better. So I've got systems in place to teach and train people how to make a business work. And if you're willing to stick with me, I'm willing to continue training. So yeah, we have a dot-to-dot idiot-proof system on how to make network marketing work, if you're willing to work. And take note, it is network marketing, not net sit on the couch watching TV marketing. Where was I up to? So yes, high retention rate. Sizzle has an 80% retention rate. So 80% of people that join the business stay in long-term buying products because they love the products and they can't get them anywhere else. The average that we found is the orders are around $185 a month, and that's consistent and regular. So yeah. Next question is, does the compensation plan have a hybrid component? That basically means, do new distributors have the ability to make money that is reasonable, that they can actually live on quickly? And is it also worthwhile for people to actually show them how to do it? So yes, there is money from both sides. So it's worthwhile for both people to actually join in. It's also important that there's a compression factor to the actual payment plan as well, so that you can get payment on depth. And Sizzle has got both that compression factor as well as you get paid right down to infinity if you build wide enough. The other really cool thing is, say you were to join my business and you were way better at network marketing than I am, you can earn more money than I can, even though I am your sponsor and I am the one that's above you. Yes, I get a percentage of your business, but you will earn more than I will if you put more work in. So say you sign up 200 people and I only sign up 10, you're going to get a lot more benefit from those 200 people than I will. So does the company pay commission on dollar for dollar on most products? And with Sizzle, yes. A lot of companies, you'll spend $300 on products, but you'll only get paid commission on $50, which is really dodgy. Sizzle will pay you commission on what the actual dollar, around the dollar amount, approximately. Some products are a little bit less, but yeah. And there are added bonuses in the first 2 weeks of starting up just to help give those extra incentives for new distributors. Is there a car and lifestyle program with travel incentives? Absolutely. Sizzle have got that as well. Is there a simple duplicatable system available? And the answer to that is yes. The system that I'm going to be implementing in my team is simple, dot-to-dot, idiot-proof. You follow the system, it works. And with current technologies, it's actually going to make it a little bit easier in some ways. In other ways, we have to more proactive, but there's definitely more options there, and it's a lot easier to keep people up to date with what's happening. So yeah, a very simple system. And 12, is there a large international presence with national conferences and leadership events? Yes, there is. And some of the real beauties of that is it can be a really good goal for people to be able to reach and set. So yeah, so I hope you found that interesting and that's been helpful for you, and that you've learned a little bit about network marketing and how to identify a business that's going to help you to actually generate an income rather than just being something that you throw money into. One of the things I love about network marketing is it really encourages you to actually become the person you want to be. There's a really big focus on personal development and learning how to overcome your fears and learning to set goals and achieve goals and making sure the goals are actually possible to achieve. Anyway, so I hope you found that interesting, and thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's live stream, and if you would like to know more about Sizzle, then comment below, show me the money, or feel free to go to sizzle.net.janderra and click join. The other thing you can do is, I will stop sharing my screen. You don't need to see that for now. I've got a Facebook group where I'm sharing information with people so that they can know what's happening, so I can let them know what stuff is happening, especially for people that are interested in, if people are just interested in the business, in business in general, business and personal development. I have a Facebook group, where I share information with people on that. So that is that link. And then I've also got a health and wellness group as well. Sorry, can't talk and type at the same time. Sometimes I can, but not always. And if you'd like to attend a party and get to play with some of the products, get to experience the sizzle difference, then I've also got a Facebook group for that. And on those I have also got so that's the Facebook health and wellness link. And then this is the Janderra Party with Janderra Facebook group. I do online parties as well, and if you're local, I can actually post you, like if you're in Australia, I can post you some products so that you can try it, and you can join in with the party online. So yeah, anyway, I hope you found this interesting and informative, and I would love to catch up with you in future. And remember, same time next week, Monday, 8:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, and I'll catch you in the comments. Bless you. Remember, let's make a difference together.